Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again. And it's bonus banger time, y'all. That's a lot. It's bonus banger time. I keep a bonus banger. Y'all already know that. That's a lot. I keep a banger. But like I always say before I start these videos off, man, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I'll make sure y'all got something to watch in the morning times. And I promise y'all, there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing in the process, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. That's it, man. Come on, man. Like, y'all acting like, by me asking y'all to stay out the way, like I'm asking y'all to do something against y'all will or do something that's gonna hurt y'all or something, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this stuff because it's gonna save y'all, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Trust me, man. Somebody that already been in the cage for a double digits years, all of his life, all of his young life, all of his 20s, man. Like take my advice. I'm not telling you nothing wrong. I'm just trying to keep you away from that place that I was in and I spent a lot of years in, man. That's all I'm trying to do. You out here wilding out, you out here breaking the law, you doing the wrong thing, man. Trust me, you are going to jail, man. I hate to put this on you like that, but you are going to jail. Nobody gets away with doing crime no more. Nobody gets away with hustling for years no more. That's not happening, man. So basically, you just out there waiting to go to jail. That's all you're trying to do. But if you change your life around and stay out the way, things can change, man. Trust me on that, man. But that's all I want y'all to do, man. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do this one. Like, share, and subscribe as well, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Was a Coach on the Street. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation, but we are where, people? We are in penitentiary, man, where crazy things happen all the time. And I'm telling y'all, man, like, you know, it's a lot of people in prison that they don't really belong in prison, man, but they are in prison, man. So when you come to a place like prison and you don't belong there, you got to kind of transform yourself into a whole nother person, because if you was somebody out on the street that won't get in trouble, or you want a thug, or you want tough, and you was never fighting, and you was never doing this, then prison can be a weird place for you, man, because when you come in there, you got to transfer yourself to that, because there's always someone that's going to try you. There's always someone that's going to try to disrespect you, and you're going to have to throw them hands, or maybe worse, man. So like, I've seen a lot of people like that, man. You know, when people come in like that, man, you see all type of different situations, man. And this situation right here is going to get crazy, y'all. So with that being said, though, we on Susses 2 for this one, y'all. We on Susses 2. So we're going to start at. But I can remember being in full building for this one, y'all. And it was crazy because I have experienced all type of people now that I've been locked up for over 5 years now, man. So it's like being locked up that long, you know, like you gain like the knowledge of prison. You be able to kind of like decipher everything that's going on. You see stuff from a mile away. You kind of like know if it's larceny, you know if it's some BS, you know if it's a predator, you know if it's a terminator, you know if it's a maniac. Like, you know all these things now just because of the type of years that you have already put in prison, man. So like, that's how I felt, man. I felt like a young OG on the low, man. Like, even though 5 years ain't nothing. And I know people like, you been down 5 years, they ain't nothing, Weezy, man. But still, though, y'all gotta understand, man, like being 17 years old and now 22 years old, that is a difference, man. I'm feeling like I'm growing up in this place, and that's exactly what I was doing. So while I was in 40 building, man, there was a lot of different things that you can do in there. Me, y'all already know I'm trying to get the pack, man. I had the pack. Like, right before the story started, I had to pack. My man that I was rocking with, man, he went to the hole. That situation was over with, so now I'm back to square one. But 4D at this time, y'all, and like everybody that was in 4D, it was a scattered amount of people, man. It was a bunch of whole different characters in there, man. Like, definitely the 804 Richmond Mob was in there. Definitely the Norfolk Boys was in there. Definitely the Virginia Beach dudes. It was Newport News. It was a lot of different people in this block at this time, man. But like, for the most part, everybody kind of got along, you know what I mean, for the most part. Now, I have seen people get into it, and stuff always is going to happen in the penitentiary, man, but for real, like, everybody was getting along in that junk, man. So it was this one dude in there that kind of like was the glue of kind of keeping everything at peace and kind of like keeping everybody occupied that wanted to be occupied. Like, I'm gonna say that, but we're gonna call him Coach, man. Like, this guy I'm talking about, man, he was from the 804 area. I will say that. I'm not gonna say where, but he was definitely from the 804 area, man. But he was different. He was a different dude. Like, they said he failed back in 95. He was already down probably like, they say he fell back in the middle 90s, you know what I mean? So he was already down like a dime. He was already doing like a dime, you know what I mean? So like, you can kind of tell he was an older gentleman. Like, he wasn't too old, you know what I mean? But he had the bald head. It's kind of fat, stocky dude, you know what I mean? Like, never got in trouble, never really pushed no BS. Like, for real, like, it just was a lot of dudes used to hate on him, like, my opinion, because he had the sweet job. He had a job in the gym. That's what he used to work at. Now, back then on Sussex 2, like, it won't like how I be explaining on Lawrenceville, like, everybody got the job in the gym, kind of like everybody in the gym is sweet. Like, Sussex 2, like, they handpicked they people that they wanted to work in the gym, and it was from different people from each building, and they made sure those people was the people that they really wanted. And those people that worked in the gym, they never were people that you would see getting in trouble, trying to mess up their gig, because having that gym job kept you out of the cell on Sussex 2. So that's what people used to like about that job. Now, Coach used to move around, kind of do his thing. He never was trying to get no pack. He never was trying to do that, man. Like, the only thing he used to try to do is like try to school people all the time. And like, I felt like he used to try to school people because the word that got back to me that he used to coach on the street. Now, the sport he used to coach was basketball. So like, he was one of those dudes that, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what he used to coach. I don't know if it was high school, middle school, JUCO league. Like, I don't know what it was, you know what I mean? Like, I know it wasn't college or nothing like that, but like, they say he was a coach on the street. Now, I found out about his crime later, I'll tell y'all about, but like, in the beginning stages of, like, you know what I mean, seeing him, like, I come in the pod, he's in there. I used to always see him on the compound anyway, but like I'm in the pod with him now. So like, he was one of those dudes, I say, like, I would try to school people, and like, he will always try to explain everything. Like, in the way he would explain stuff, it would be like a coach. Like, it'll be like how a coach explained to you, man. So like, this was the difference with Coach right here. And this is what a lot of people didn't like. And this is what all the explaining used to come from a lot of times. But like, if you was from the R or from the 804 area, like, you would have to get used to seeing that the man Coach, like, best friend, his walking buddy, the dude he used to rock with, was from Tidewater. Like, and when I say Tidewater, I'm not even gonna say where this dude was from, his homeboy, but like, his homeboy that he used to be with all the time was definitely not from the 804. And around this time on Sussex 2, like, that looked weird. That looked weird, not hanging with nobody, that's not hanging with people that where you're from. But Coach got a pass because Coach never was in the pod. Coach never was mingling with anybody else like that, man. And Coach ain't into nothing. So like, I felt like he got a pass for just basically doing whatever he wanted to do. Now, he a grown man. It ain't like people gonna pull up on him like, yo, you hanging with dudes from Tidewater. Nah, it ain't nothing like that. But I'm just saying, to the eye of somebody that just know that this is a geographical world we living in, man, like, Coach was hanging with the dude from Tidewater, y'all. So boom, a lot of people looked at that weird. I'm telling you, man, like, that's just how it is. And that's like, if you see me, my main man in there, like, my best friend in the Sussex 2 was a dude from Richmond. I was cool with people from Richmond, but I never was best friends with a dude from Richmond. And I don't know, like, bad stuff. It's just, that's how we had to be back then. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. Like, I just learned how to be cordial, mingle, like, try to, like, you know what I mean? Just stay out people's way. And that's just how I carried it. Now, Coach didn't care. Coach used to rock with the dude from Tidewater. They used to eat meals together. They used to be chilling. Like, that was his dog. They'll be outside kicking it. They'll go outside and ball. Like, man, I'm telling you, man, like, that's what Coach used to do. So, like, for real, like, people didn't really like Coach. A lot of people, especially from that side of town, the 804 area, they didn't like Coach, man, because they felt like, for one, Coach was like an Uncle Tom, and for two, Coach was a dude that, like, kind of like don't really mess with the Richmond dudes. Now, I don't know why, like, he didn't really mess with the Richmond dudes. Like, I have to be honest with y'all, like, I don't know why, but like, I just felt like he was probably like his own man, and like, you know, like, I can hang with who I want to hang with, and I think that's how he was carrying it. Like, everybody don't gotta move how everybody else moving in there. You know, I'm coming in, I'm seeing like, yo, Norfolk is who I'm familiar with, so I'm hanging with Norfolk. But I still know how to be cordial at the same time. So like Coach just did whatever he wanted. He did whatever he wanted. He didn't care what nobody thought. So I remember my homeboy, man. My homeboy ended up getting into it with this female CEO that was working. So like, you know, this dude from Norfolk, but we rocked with the dude from Tidewater too that he hang with, the dude Coach hang with. So like, it was a big argument. Dude was screaming at the lady was screaming at him. She said she was gonna write him up. And that's how I usually be in penitentiary. So when that had happened, my homeboy was mad. My homeboy was super angry, you know what I mean? That's how, when CEOs get you out your square like that, that's how you be angry, upset, mad, ready to do something crazy. Like, so bro was mad. So I'm over there like trying to calm bro down. Bro ain't really trying to hear it. So I guess coach, the dude that rocked with coach, told coach to go holler at him. You know what I mean? Coach, we sitting on the bench. Coach pull up on him, man. That's word. Yeah, I felt like I was in basketball practice again. I ain't lying to y'all, man. Like, coach pulled up. He was like, he put his arm on dude's shoulder. He was like, go ahead, get it out. Go ahead. Get it out. Get it out. Cause look, once you get it out, it's done. You gotta look. This is what you gotta do. You gotta use your mind. You gotta use your mind first, and then you gotta apply it. Then you gotta apply it to something that's gonna not get you in trouble, young blood. You gotta stay out the way. That's what you gotta do. He was saying stay out the way before I had it on the t-shirt or everything. He was like, you gotta stay out the way. That's the goal. You can't be in here doing this and like you gotta, you know what I mean? And like after he would have a talk with somebody, I promise you, man, every time, man, everybody would feel like they got cooled off, y'all. So boom. So I look at my homeboy after the conversation. My homeboy was just like, man, you right, coach, man. You right, coach, man. Coach was like, no, man. So look, just calm down. He grabbed his shoulders, like, calm down, shake it off, and just get back to what you're doing. Get back to what you're doing. My homeboy like, that's what's up, man. So like, people would see how coach was. Like, he was one of those dudes that would, you know what I mean, try to squash the beef and try to make sure everybody's straight, even if you ain't from Richmond, you know what I mean? But for some reason, he really didn't put a lot of effort into dealing with Richmond guys. Like, stuff would happen with the Richmond dudes in there, and coach wouldn't speak up for it. Like, I don't know why. I know that sound weird, man, but he won't rock him with the 804. That's word, he won't rock him with the 804, man. So, like, people will pin that, yo, he doing more for the Tidewater dudes than he doing for the Richmond dudes. So that kind of used to be an issue slightly, but nobody would really voice it. And then the one time that I seen somebody voice it, man, it was an old dude. It was another older dude from Richmond. And I think the old dude had got tore off or something. Like, I think he tried to come out from the chow hall with some stuff, and they took his whole coat, and his coat had a bunch of stuff in it, the burgers, all type of stuff. So they took his whole coat. Old head was mad. So the old head was basically trying to get his coat back. You know what I mean? This and that. They were saying they was keeping his coat because his coat was altered. Like, you're not supposed to alter your coat. Like, when they tell you off and stuff, and they find your coat got like you done made you an inside pocket by, you know what I mean, by you. Like, they say your stuff is altered, and they take your stuff. Then you got to write a request for them and try to get another jacket. Like, that's just how it goes. So like, the old head was in the joint snap. He was in there joint snap. And then I seen coach kind of like just watching the joint, like, you know what I mean? He just watching the joint kind of like he really wanted to say something, but I knew it was a kind of like he didn't really want to like do it, but I know he probably wanted to just on the strength because dude was in the pod just blacking out. Man, I want my jacket back. I want this back. He blacking out in the cell. He blacking out the pod. I want my jacket. He going crazy. So I see coach. Coach just gradually just walked over there to him and was like, you all right, man? That's how he put his hands on his head. He was like, you all right, man? Dude was like, man, no, I ain't all right. What do you mean? They took my jacket. Coach was like, all right, I know that. I know that. But look, that's a state jacket, man. Who cares? They took it. It's a state jacket. They caught you with the burgers, right? Dude was like, dude ain't had nothing to say. He was like, look, all I'm saying is, just think about it. That was his favorite thing. Just think about it. Like, just apply your mind. Think about it. Don't be in here trying to let them get you out your square, man. Come on, you gotta think, Shawty. You can't be wilding out because they got something for you. They got something for you. They gonna put you somewhere. You old enough to know that. This word old dude was like, man, you don't get on my goddamn face with that shit, Shawty. I ain't trying to hear that shit. What the hell is wrong with you? Do I look like one of these young niggas to you? This word, coach was like, coach looked at that nigga like, coach gave that nigga the look. Coach was like, I was trying to help you. That's why I don't need your motherfucking help, Shawty. Fuck, you ain't been fucking with us. Fuck wrong with you, dude? For Richmond snap. I'm like, oh my God. So Coach dipped. He went back over there with the dude from Tidewater that he be hanging with. You know what I mean? The dude from Tidewater, they about the same age. They just talk about it. You know what I mean? You can tell they having a conversation about it. So everybody was like, yo, everybody in the pod tripping. They like, yo, hey, look, man, dude screen on coach, man. That's wild right there. But like, yeah, dude screen on coach, man. Like, for real, man. Like, my homeboy was like, yeah, but you know, he don't be rocking with the Richmond dudes. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's probably why, you know what I mean? Dude screen on him. But my old homeboy was like, man, everybody don't want coach help, man. Like, everybody don't need that good Samaritan trying to talk me out of Like, we don't need all that all the time, man. So everybody was just talking about it. So goddamn, we back there tripping about it. Like, we laughing, like, kind of like, dude screaming on coach. That was nuts. So you can see it in coach face. Like, you can see that he was a little upset from this. You can see that it was disturbing him. You know what I mean? But like, what can you do, coach? You don't mess with them dudes like that. So like, if it ain't a young dude kind of like that's going, you know, thinking like, yo, you know what, I'm telling me some real talk. Like, if it ain't one of those type of dudes, man, nobody trying to hear that shit, yo. So boom. Old head don't trying to hear that shit, man. Old head dipped from that. They don't give him back his coat. Long story short, he dipped from the booth. Old head go back by himself, talking to the Richmond dudes now. He had a conversation like, yo, what's up? Da, 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 da. He talking and shit. So he back there talking to the Richmond dudes, having a conversation. So coach going to work. So coach go to work. So when coach was at work, you know what I mean? The word was going around that, yo, dude say he gonna beat coach ass when he come back, man. Like, man, he tired of that nigga. Like, coach is a fucking hypocrite. This and that, this and that. So this is how I found out what his crime was. Now, my other homeboy, he was in the cell with a dude from Richmond. You know what I mean? So when we was standing like back, like we was like all the way in the back. My homeboy was getting a haircut from the barber. The barber's from Richmond. My homeboy getting the cut. I'm next getting the cut. So we all standing in the back. So as they talking about this whole situation, goddamn niggas was like, yo, man, that nigga a hypocrite. Da, 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 da. A lot of niggas didn't fuck with coach. I'm telling you. So they was like, yo, that nigga a hypocrite. That nigga trying to tell us how to move when this motherfucker did some maniac shit on the street. So that's when his crime that came up and they started talking about his crime. They was like, coach got into it with a parent that he used to coach the basketball team with, man. The parent put his hands on him. So he said the next day when they had practice, when the dude came back and they got into it again, the dude was gonna put his hands on and say, coach blew that nigga head off. That's my word, man. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, they was like, yo, coach goddamn dome shot. Got rid of that nigga ass. He was out of here. They say coach had a registered hammer and all of that shit, man. But when you got a registered hammer, that shit do not matter. That shit do not matter, man. Like, when you do shit like that, man. So basically, man, they say coach took a plea for 20 some years. I can't remember the exact time. It was like 20 some years he took a plea, man. So he messed up his life. He messed up his life, man. That's the reason why you see him in the pod now talking about, hey, look, you gotta apply yourself. You gotta look, come on, young blood. You gotta move like this. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, coach. So boom. Felt like the Richmond dudes, man. Like, ain't nobody in here perfect. Like, yeah, I used to try to get beef settled, but like, that's just off the strength of just having peace. Like, cause I'm outside, I'm doing things, I'm getting the pack, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, you gotta have peace if you're doing stuff like that. Coach just wanna think he can coach some more, man. Like, he feeling like, yo, I can be Dr. Phil to these dudes too. Like, cause that's what a basketball coach is, man. A basketball coach is your friend, your coach, and like a psychiatrist. Like, you can come talk to them. And I felt like that's what he thought his job was. You know what I mean? But it wasn't, because we're not on the street. You're not dealing with kids, coach, man. You are dealing with maniacs. Like, you're not, this ain't the little team you was coaching no more, man. But that's what dudes was saying. So look, back to everybody at that movie over there getting my haircut. So everybody like, yeah, man, like, hey, you know what I mean? The dudes were rich, were like, yo, da 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 da. So my homeboy son, he like, man, look, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Goddamn, Uncle get at his ass anyway when he come out from work. So yeah, that's that. He gonna get at his ass anyway, man. I'm tired of his ass anyway, man. He don't fuck with us like we did something to him. We ain't doing that to him. He was like, dude, Rich was like, I ain't on no geographical shit, but like, how you would feel if y'all had an old head OG from out y'all way, goddamn, he don't even talk to y'all niggas like, goddamn, how y'all niggas occur. I was like, I couldn't even lie. I was like, yo, bro, that'll be lame. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, that'll be lame. I was like, if he ain't no predator or somebody like that, I was like, if he ain't messing with us, then that'll be lame. And I ain't gotta mess with him. But I was like, I feel you though. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't mad at y'all. So everybody was voicing their opinion, especially the dudes from Richmond. So the whole time, coach is at work. So the whole time, coach is at work. He don't know what's going on. He don't know that dudes really want to do him dirty, like on the low, man. Like, but for real, the dude from Tidewater rock with him. Like, I know for a fact, the dude from Tidewater gonna rock with him, man. That's a lot. He's definitely gonna rock with him if something happens, because they were that cool. They do everything together. You know what I mean? So like the whole time that rumor was going on, everybody was talking. I don't know if it ended up getting to the dude from the Tidewater area. I don't know if he heard about it or somebody came and told him. Like, words be spreading fast in penitentiary, man. You never know how fast the word be spreading, man. But all I know is, man, when coach came back through that door, his homeboy called him, hey, come here. Dude from Tidewater was, hey, come here. This word, coach went straight to his cell. The dude slept in cell 11, all the way in the back. He walked to his cell. Coach went to his cell. They was over there talking for a minute. While they over there talking, you see the dudes from Richmond over there talking. You know what I mean? So like, you can kind of feel like something probably gonna happen in the pod. I told y'all, like, it's just a feeling that you see. It's just a feeling that you get when you're in prison, that you know something is about to happen. That feeling was in the air, y'all. So boom. But still though, man, I'm like, yo, like for real, Richmond got dudes, but like for real coaching dude, like they some big fat dudes, kind of like pause, like they a little size, like you know what I mean. So like I was like, I don't know how this gonna play out. So like for real, the city where dude is from, his man, the dude from Tidewater, like it's probably like 3 dudes in there that he rocked with. So like this, I didn't know how this was gonna turn out. Either way, I knew this was about to be stupid. I knew this was about to be a stupid situation, man. So I'm all the way in the cut, just looking at the jump, man. So I ended up, man, I'm like, I'm gonna go get my ice, go get me some hot water, man, make my food. Cause I don't know how this gonna turn out, man. This can go either way, like real talk, man. I don't know what's going on. I know we might go on lockdown for this. So everybody just kind of getting prepared in the pod, like, yo, they knew what was going on. Like, yo, man, you can see what's going on. So like, nobody has made a move yet. Like nothing has happened. So I promise you, man, like, I don't know what made him do this, man. I don't know what made him do it, man. But like, it's another dude that rocked with the old head dude from Richmond that want to get at Coach. So I guess Coach felt like this was something that he could, you know what I mean? Like, let me go see if I can coach this up. Like, let me go see if I can kind of talk them out of this, basically, man. Not really coaching, but he probably seen like, man, let me go see if I can get this beef squash, y'all. So boom. Because at the end of the day, Coach ain't want no beef, man. Coach staying out the way. I'm telling y'all, man, he had a good job. He used to stay out of the way. It looked like he still had people on the street that love him because he used to go to the store. He didn't get no package. Like, he was all right. He got a job. So I already know for a fact he ain't really trying to ruin that, man. So I look up, I see Coach walking over there to by the Richmond Mall, but like he stopped at the cell before that because that's where the dude sleep at. They mess with the old head for the Richmond, so he stopped. He get dude out, him and dude out. They having a conversation for a minute. They having a conversation. They talk. So you just see, you know what I mean? The dude from Tidewater, I look. The dude from Tidewater that be with Coach, he put his shit. He scrapped up. The dude from Tidewater that be with Coach, he scrapped up. He got his New Balances tied tight. He got his sweatsuit on. You know what I mean? He got that tied tight. He looking like he ready to wreck. Now, for the Richmond mob looking at it, like, I don't know if they picked that. You know what I mean? I picked it because I'm dumb nosy. You know what I mean? But like, I said, oh man, I'm scrapped up. You know what I mean? He ready. So he like, I guess he like, yo, I don't care. Like, I ain't from Richmond, but like, nah, I ain't finna let them jump on goddamn my old head. You know what I mean? Because Coach was a little older than dude. Coach was like in his 40s. Dude was like in his 30s, the one from Tidewater. So like, they have like, for real, like everybody just looking like it's about to be some maniac shit that's about to go on in this jump, man. You know for a fact it is, man. So dude strapped up, Coach having a conversation with the Richmond dude. So the Richmond dude, like, basically, like, I don't know where the conversation went, but Coach just was, you know, Coach was talking to him for a minute, and dude was just like, man, look, man, goddamn, look, man, fuck all that plea bargaining shit, shawty. He just came out of nowhere, like, loud, in front of the whole pod. He talking to the old head dude, like, yo, look, man, fuck all that plea bargaining shit, shawty. Like, fuck that shit, man. He trying to see you, so y'all gonna handle that shit. What the fuck you think this is? You in prison, man? What you think, you ain't gonna have no beefs in prison? You gotta handle your beefs. Coach was like, I don't want to fight. I don't have no problem. I don't want to fight that man. He's punching the sky. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do how he was like, nah, fuck that, man. Y'all gonna fight, man. You gonna fight. You gonna have to fucking fight, man. Fuck that shit, man. So goddamn, as he's saying that, dude pull up like, man, if you don't goddamn fight, I'm gonna take off on your ass in the pond. Coach was like, look, time out, look, time out. Dude was like, man, look, this ain't no fucking basketball game, man. Ain't no fucking timeout, man. He was like, look, time out. Look, all I'm saying is, look, we can squat. Look, dude was like, no, fuck that shit, man. Just keep walking up on Coach. So as he got closer to Coach, he was like, look, man, you ain't gonna fight. You ain't gonna fight. Boom, that nigga swung on Coach. Boom, that nigga hit Coach. Coach stumbled back. Coach hit the bench. Man, this word, he stumbled back. He ain't even looking. He stumbled back straight into the bench. Boom, boom, hit the bench. Boom, when he fall, dude get on him. Dude on him, old head on him. Boom, 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 boom. So I look up, I see the dude from Tidewater. Dude from Tidewater came out of nowhere. Man, there was a nigga standing right there watching the fight from Richmond. Dude from Tidewater came out of nowhere. That's all you heard was this. Man, that punch was so damn solid. That shit said, man, he stole dude ass. Boom. Dude fell this way. When he fell this way, dude from Tidewater just jumped on the nigga that got down old head that was fighting, that he just jumped on the old head that was fighting Coach. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, that bitch wrecking. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Richmond niggas run over there. They wrecking. Next thing you know, the other dude's homeboy come over there. They wrecking. Next thing you know, the lady like this. Boom. Boom, boom. I'm behind the pole. I'm like, yo, this word, that joke got crazy, that joke. I'm behind the pole, and then boom, she let that shit go. Next thing you know, police coming in that bitch. This is my word, police coming in that motherfucker. They start macing niggas, grabbing niggas, goddamn thing. Man, they broke that shit up, man. I look, Coach ass was still under the goddamn bitch. I'm like, oh shit, nigga still was under the bench. He get up, he like, this word, they getting niggas, they handcuffing niggas, they taking niggas out. Niggas going to the hole, goddamn, you look up. Coach ain't got no handcuffs on yet. Coach was just like, you see Coach was like, you went over there.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.